Howdy folks! So, it's been a while since I've had a video that was planned out in advance, but here we go. Before we get into the art, let me just explain what I'm doing first. This is going to be the start of a new series slash style of video I want to start doing. I'm not sure exactly what to call it yet, but basically the idea is pretty simple. I, as you may or may not know, am a huge fan of The Drawfee Show. For those who don't know what that is, it's an art slash comedy program on YouTube. I highly recommend it because not only is it a very fun time, but I also learn tons of stuff from the hosts and their different processes. Anyway, they do a lot of art related challenges, and I have for the longest time wanted to do some myself. Me and an old friend even tried to at one point, but that didn't exactly work out. So back to the point, I've been writing down a list of ideas and stuff that I could do, some of which I would need some friends to help with, and hopefully I'll be able to start doing that, starting with the Song Shuffle Challenge. I'll link the Drawfee video where they did this in the description, of course, so please do check that out. All the pieces were phenomenal. Now then, this challenge involves putting your playlist on shuffle and picking the first 3 songs it gives you. I used my mass amount of liked songs on Spotify, which was definitely a gamble, but it luckily gave me some good choices. The way the challenge goes is that the first 2 songs you pick are the characters, and the third one describes their relationship. The songs I got were Vampire Girl by Misfits, Bottom of the Pit by The Living Tombstone and Sam Haft, and Juliet by Cavetown. Definitely all very different vibes, so let's get into it. As you can see, I immediately knew what I wanted for Vampire Girl. I knew I had to make a vampire girl. I don't remember if I started this before or after watching Fiona and Cake, but she did turn out very Marceline the Star coded. For the Bottom of the Pit, I had to dig a little deeper. Didn't realize that was a joke until I just said it out loud. I already associate that song with another character, so I kind of just had to see how it made me feel. I was getting a lot of blues and purples just from how it sounded, so I incorporate that into the character later. It's a very heavy song, so I knew the character would have to be kind of depressed. I end up going with what I'm gonna call overworked college student energy. Yeah, and then there's Juliet. As soon as I heard that song start, I knew they had to be lesbians. It just felt right. And thus ends everything that I had scripted out initially for this, so I'll just talk about the thing while I'm watching it back. I instantly knew what I wanted for the vampire, so I just kind of started going in. I wanted her to be like very angular, very sharp, because I wanted her to be real tall and real sharp, and I wanted the other character to be like shorter and like softer shapes and everything. I don't know why. For vampires, I just get like very sharp energy, probably because of the fangs. Duh. So I was going in, I was like having a lot of fun with her. I did not name either of these characters. So I guess if anyone has any ideas for names in the comments, let me know. I'm considering naming one of them Juliet, but that feels like a cop-out, you know, because one of the songs, whatever. Anyways, I had so much fun with her outfit. I love her outfit so much. Like I said, it's very Marceline from Fiona and Cake coded. I love her. I love her so much. And then here I am with the other character. I knew that I wanted like I said, rounder shapes and everything, so the hair is like real fluffy. That's actually where the color comes in later. I'm really happy with the hair on that character. I'm proud of it. Also, about the cat. So as you've noticed, that one is holding a cat. I don't know whose cat that is. I think it was supposed to be the vampires when I initially drew it in. It doesn't get better. The cat does not get any better. If I could draw this again, I would remove the cat immediately, because it's not great. And I can admit that. So I've just started kind of ignoring it when I look at the piece, and that's helped me. Yeah, I did have a lot of fun designing the characters. I'm not great with backgrounds, but I think the background did turn out nice, either way. Oh, there's a Discord notification. Yeah, sometimes I didn't catch them. So, whoopsies, some Discord notifications are in this recording. That's fun. Anyways, yeah, I liked having the, like, contrast between their outfits and their styles and everything, so one of them is like real like fancy, and I guess cause like she's a vampire, she's been around for a while, you know. So she would be kind of like old schoolish in her style. Also, I feel like she's probably just into that. And then the other one is just real like cozy, Like, I do not know what the weather is like currently for them, but, you know, they're dressed very differently, so either one of them is sweating or the other is freezing right now. And honestly, that's fine. That's okay. That's just how it is sometimes, you know? Sometimes it be like that. Man, I don't even know. The lines just, it's essentially the sketch all over again, which I honestly probably could have used the sketch for the line work like I sometimes do, but I ended up not doing that. So you just get to watch me draw everything all over again, which is really fun, I'm sure. I do like the added line weight, though, that I end up doing. That I tend not to do that when I use the sketch for something. So it's nice. Also, it makes it easier to color in the end because I like to use the reference layer feature of my drawing program. Yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say about them at this point. Oh, right. At some point in the process, I have not thought, like, most of anything about these characters, but at some point in the process, I did decide that the vampire girl is trans, and we love that for her. And that is, like, the extent to which I have thought about either of these characters. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them, if I'm going to do anything with them, if they just exist. They're just kind of around. I realized that I've, in recent memory, made, like, a lot. Not a lot. I've made 2 vampire characters in recent memory. 3, actually. Which, you know, probably says something about me. I also realized that those windows don't exactly make sense, but I think it gets fixed at some point. I hope it gets fixed at some point, otherwise that's just gonna bug me. Oh yeah, and I had a lot of fun with, like, giving her some, like under eye makeup. I haven't decided if that's, like, sunken in eyes or if she did that on purpose, but either way. Can my phone stop going off? What do you want from me? Sorry. Good lord. Okay, there we go. I apologize if there were any of those noises in the back. I also apologize if there's, like, my computer screaming at me because I was recording and Girly just decided to start wheezing like crazy. So that's fun. I guess it's probably because of the footage going on in the background while I'm watching this. Oh yeah, here we go. Coloring, yay. At some point, I realized that I ran out of storage space on my tablet, and some of the coloring and rendering part, I do not have the footage that I recorded, but I do have the, like, time lapse of that part. So yay. That'll be here soon. Oh yeah, that's where the blues come in. That's the time lapse part. I lost all of that recording, and it made me so mad. I was livid, dude. I was livid. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I knew for the vampire I wanted, like, a lot of reds, a lot of blacks, and I didn't really know what was going on for the other character aside from, like, the blues and the, like, purples. Just because that's the energy the song gives me. But for the hoodie, like, the rest of their color palette, I went with, like, the greens and the browns because the song Bottom of the Pit is from a game called In Sound Mind. I have not played it yet. I have it. I need to play it because I've listened to all the music that Living Tombstone made for it, and it is so good. But there's another song called Me and the Boys, and it talks about, like, war a lot, so I was going with, like, a camo kind of, like, color scheme for the rest of them. Here we go with the cat again. Oh, God, I need to get the cat out of here. It's fine. It's just, I think if I had made the lighting less intense on the cat, it would have looked a lot better. I try to remedy that towards the end, but I don't know. I don't know if it works or not. I guess let me know if the cat makes you hate this drawing. Because, well, it doesn't make me hate the drawing, but it makes me regretful. This cat makes me regret. Which is just a fun sentence to say, I guess. I guess all cats make me regret because anytime I'm near them I cannot breathe because I'm allergic to cats, but you know, I'm still around them all the time. And I think that's fun. I think that's good. Normalize being allergic to an animal but still hanging out with it because it's so cute. Oh, for the blending on the rendering, I don't typically do this, but I used the airbrush as my blending brush instead of the round brush, which I typically use. I still used the round brush for the hair just because it gave a better texture to the stuff. But I liked the softer, like, less painted look that the airbrush was giving. Specifically, it was the medium blend, just from the generic Procreate brushes. I really like that sleeve. I just want to say I really like that sleeve. Most of the stuff I use is generic Procreate brushes. Like my line art is just the, what was it called? Studio Pen. Sketch is just a modified version of Syrup. Most of the brushes I use were just default. I do have some, like, for fun brushes, like, in the background, I think the clouds, I had a brush pack I downloaded for that. Although I'm not 100% certain because I don't remember. But, yeah. These are my lesbians. They don't change much after this point. It's just rendering for the rest of it, which took so long to the point where I started like going down to watch, like, I was rewatching Draw Detectives for a lot of this, like the second half of this, mostly the rendering actually. Yeah, just for the rendering, I was like watching Draw Detectives again. It took me so long. I got through multiple episodes before I was done with this. Also, I intended to, like, color some parts of the line art, which could have also helped with the cat incident. But I forgot to do that, and then I, like, duplicated and merged all the layers so that I could do some adjustments, which I could go back and have done that, but I didn't want to redo all the adjustments again, so I didn't. So the line art stays, it's not black, but it's a very deep purple, so it stays that color. And I guess, you know, the orange layer on top kind of, as you can see, makes some of the lines, like, a bit different in shade, but it's not exactly how I wanted it to be. However, I wanted to be done with it because I have been working on this drawing for way longer than I can remember, and I'm glad that it's over with so that I can finally make the video. And then I accidentally gave myself the self-imposed deadline of posting it on Valentine's Day because it's lesbians, and also, yeah, I wanted to post on Valentine's Day, I don't know. So yeah, that's the drawing that I made. I'm fairly happy with it, specifically with just the character designs. And, you know, the background. I'm happy with the background. I'm not happy with the cat, but with the rest of it, I'm pretty happy. So I definitely plan to do more, like, challenge type things like this in the future because this was fun, and also it makes my brain very happy to have done this. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next month.